This is Michelle with Southern Star Studios. We're going to talk about the warrior pose. It's one of the most recognized poses in yoga. Right like so. Recognize it? It's also one of the most difficult because we're each made a little differently, and your skeletal structure is what's going to decide whether or not you're going to be able to get into this pose. So let's start off with feet. Right? You're going to step out and put your feet perpendicular. And you'll notice as soon as you do that, your hips are going to come out of alignment. So once you get the width that is comfortable with your feet, we're going to go ahead and put your hips in a line, and you're going to bend the front knee. And once that happens, you should feel that your hips start to sink. When that happens, make sure that your knee isn't coming forward and that you can still see your toes. If your knee crosses over the plane of your toes, then widen the width here. Take your width a little bit more. If you can still see, if you can't see your toes, then go ahead and take the width of your feet just a little bit more. Right? Also, if your shoulder has come forward, use your breath and lift your shoulder, opening your chest. Okay? That deep breath helps expand your chest, right, and get you into position. So now we've got that lower body working. You've opened your pelvis, your hips are dropping, and we've got moving up, opening your chest. Keeping your deep breath. We're going to get your arms involved. We're going to lift up. And you can choose palms up, palms down. That's going to decide where you're working in your shoulder. Right? Then getting your neck involved, your vision's going to go over the front hand. Sometimes when that happens, you tend to want to lean forward, but to start off with, keep your chest right involved here. If there's any pain or discomfort in your knee, you can lengthen putting yourself into a pyramid pose. All right. Deep breath, hips sink, and right in here. Now, warrior, can you put into several different positions? But this is warrior 2, standard warrior 2. We're going to lengthen into pyramid, bring both feet forward into triangle, and then rotate to the other side. So you notice as I rotated, my torso came forward. Here's that deep breath, opening my chest, knee came forward, so I'm going to adjust my feet. And then the comfort level from right to left is going to depend on your body. You're made symmetrically, so it's sort of like siblings, but they're not twins, right? So you're not going to move the same on left to right. So just listen to your body, find that comfort up level, and your width may change, so you may need to move your feet in or out. Get that deep breath, open chest, and lift your arms. Let your hips sink and find your position. So also, if you have a shoulder injury, keeping your arm out may become a problem. You can do a couple of things. You can just drop an arm. You can bring it to your hip, or you could rest your hand on your shoulder, keeping as much of the work in there as possible. Now, resting, not gripping into that position, just gentle fingertip to shoulder. So we're going to come out here and come into position and gently bring your feet in. The other thing you can do, if the balance is an issue, or if you would like just a different position, is we're going to use the wall. So bring your foot in, perpendicular to the wall, and step out. Again, same thing. Your hips come forward, your chest is forward. Take that deep breath, rolling your shoulder, check your toes, lift up. Now, the only issue is that you're not gonna get the length in the back of your arm, but you will still get everything else out of this position. Still take it into peaceful warrior. You can still come forward and then bring it in. So let's say now that you've mastered warrior and you want to take it a little deeper, there are a couple things you can do. So now when you step out, instead of just making sure that you've got a good width and that you can see your toes, you want to line your heels up and make sure that they stay in alignment. One of the ways to do that is to back up on your mat and use the line on your mat. Step out, okay? Bend into it. This way, using the line of your mat, you'll know if you widen whether or not your foot has moved forward or back. Then place your hands on your legs and lift straight up and look over. That also tells you whether or not you've brought a hand forward or back or up or down, because you've used the line of your legs to keep the straightness. Okay, you still have the opportunity, palms up or palms down. Bring it in, step forward. Namaste. I hope this helps you with warrior to enjoy it a little bit more and maybe get a little something more out of it. Thank you. All right, you want to take a look at that one?
Do the